Alright, what's up everyone? So in this video, I am going to be upgrading this computer with these parts. For the board, I have this B760M Aorus Elite AX MATX motherboard from Gigabyte. This is a DDR5 board. Well, that's one of the reasons I'm upgrading this computer. It has DDR4. I bought this from eBay for 120 bucks with shipping and tax. So 120 bucks, not too bad. I already own these parts here. So the RAM, it's a Kingston Fury Beast DDR5, 16 gigs total, so 8 gigs each. For the CPU, I have this i5 12600K. This was my first 12th gen CPU. I upgraded to the i7, so I'm not using this chip at all, so I'm going to be upgrading this computer. So I just bought the board for 120 so I can use this CPU again. So on this build, I have i5 11400, 16 gigs of RAM, 8 gigs each, a 3060 Ti. So yeah, let me go ahead and install the CPU and the RAM on this board. Let me go ahead and take that apart, install this in here and see how it looks. And hopefully this board works. I haven't tested it yet. Alright, I'm going to install the CPU. Lift this up. Goes like this. Nice. Close that. And that. And close this. Latch here. Perfect. CPU is now installed. Let's go ahead and install our DDR5. You use slot 2 and 4. Come on. Oh, I guess it's the other way. Alright, cool. Second piece. Alright, cool. Now that's the RAM and the CPU. Now I just gotta transfer the CPU, put some new thermal paste, and we'll be good to go. I'm gonna go ahead and take the old board out. I'm gonna start off by taking the GPU. GPU, Gigabyte Aorus. It's a nice looking GPU. Paid 180 bucks for this, used on the Facebook Marketplace. Not a bad deal. Alright, this is the old board. It's an Asus board. I had two different sticks of RAM. One's a Team Group, and the other one is G-Skill. DDR4. But I'm gonna need the cooler off of this so I can install it on this new board. I did want to buy a white cooler, but this should do fine. I'm not really that picky in coolers. It's an i5 12600K, so it is unlocked. So hopefully this cooler can keep up. If it gets too loud, then obviously I'm going to upgrade to a better cooler. I was thinking of getting a water cooler. Hopefully when it goes on sale, Black Friday, or any sales going on, I'll buy a water cooler and install it on this PC, and I'll make a video out of that. So this is the CPU. Like I said, is an 11400. Yep, i5 11400. Alright, so I'm going to use some rubbing alcohol to remove the old thermal paste from this cooler. Hopefully this board works. Like I said, I bought it used from eBay, so hopefully I didn't get scammed. Clean the CPU. So the thermal paste I'm going to be using is this Thermaltake TG7. Let's go ahead and apply that. That should be good enough. It's a big chip, so I wanted to put just enough. Alright, so the RAM, the CPU, and the cooler are now installed. Looking nice. It does have two M.2 slots if I wanted to upgrade to M.2. Currently the computer has a SSD, so it's 500 gig SSD, so it's not too bad. And yeah, so let me go ahead and install this on the computer and power it on and see if the board works. Alright, so everything is now installed on the computer. The thing that I noticed off the bat was the board is actually a little longer than the older one. So the older one only has 2 sticks of memory, and maybe that's why it's not as long as the new board. But you can see the old board would end about right here, just barely to the edge of that part. But on this board it sticks out, blocking a portion of the fans. But I guess if your PC's on this direction, you can still see them. But overall, it looks really nice. It looks a lot better than the old board. Anyways, let me go ahead and plug this in and see if this board actually works. I should have done that before building or replacing my board. Like I said, this board came in today, literally an hour ago, before I started filming this video, and I just wanted to replace it. I was really excited for the board. Going DDR5, i5 12600K 3060 Ti is overall a really good gaming computer here. But enough of that, let me plug this in and see if this works. Alright, so finally I'm gonna boot this up, and I'm gonna see if I did a mistake, if I made a mistake or not installing it without testing it. So I'm gonna go ahead and power it on. There you go. RGB is on, but will it post? Hopefully it will. Crossing my fingers. Yes sir, there's a post. And the SSD I had in here is preloaded with TrueNAS. I will have to remove it and install Windows, but now we know it works. Awesome.